Good morning, would-be farmer here, halfway between Jacksonville, Florida and Orlando, also in Florida. Let's run out to the garden and see what's growing. Bit of an overcast day, so I thought I'd take some video. Overcast gives me a little better lighting situation. It's easier to see without the huge difference in shadows and sunlight. All right, directly ahead, the lab bean, which I incorrectly thought was scarlet runner bean. Shows you my ignorance. And these are growing everywhere. And these are edible. You can eat the young pods. You can eat the young pods raw. As they mature, you got to be careful. You will need to boil them a couple of times, soak them overnight. I would do the research on it, the lab bean or the hyacinth bean. The leaves are edible as well. I eat them with regularity. I'll eat them raw in a salad, or I will put them in a smoothie. But one of the things I am doing here, it's kind of a hybrid operation of planting things that I want, but also letting nature tell me what works best here. So, I will mention again, the lab beans are very happy here. They are growing well, and they are a legume, so they will have that very important relationship with bacteria that colonizes in their roots and fixes nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen, fixes it into a plant usable variety. So that's nice, because there's plenty of nitrogen out there. I think the Earth's atmosphere has about 80% nitrogen, but it's not usable for plants unless the bacteria do their job. And the bacteria will colonize the roots of most legumes and other species in order to fix nitrogen. So they take the carbohydrates that are exuded from the roots of some of these plants, they use those for food, and in exchange they make nitrogen available. So it's kind of a cycle thing. It's a cooperation. All right, we're moving towards winter, so we are losing leaves on some of our deciduous trees. This is a native persimmon. So the leaves have started to fall. It's not sick. Just because we're in Florida, it doesn't mean we can't have some leaf drop. And here is a pomegranate tree. We got some fruit off this year. I think we got maybe four. I gave a couple away. Pomegranates. Now that's a zone 9 tree, and it'll do okay here. It'll do a lot better in California. I think it's more suitable for a drier zone 9, a drier community. I have planted about 50 mulberry trees all over, so I am going to have an abundance of mulberries, as you can see, and they do very well here. These mulberries are native to Florida. I believe they're native to most of the southeast USA, if I recall. These bananas, the banana stand that you see growing here, I pulled these out of the forest. I pulled these out of the woods. I don't know what they are. Probably Orinoco, if I'm saying that correctly. That seems to be a common variety. I don't know if you can see in there, it is fruiting. So unless we get a really gnarly freeze, we will have some bananas from that particular banana plant. My goal is to have, I don't know, 500 banana plants growing around here, because I am known in this area as Banana Man. Earth Steward Banana Man. I love me some bananas. In fact, I even went 21 days on nothing but bananas and greens. Yes, I did. I did. That's another story for another time. This is a pear. Has not given us any fruit yet. I expect one day it will. Is that a pear? Or is that an apple? No, that's, oh, I'm sorry, that's an apple. I've got an apple tree growing here. This is a Anna apple tree. And it did produce a couple of fruits a while back. I also have some native crab apple planted back in there too, and hopefully they will help pollinate each other when they become mature. Another mulberry. This is a stand of dwarf Namwa banana plants that I got from Oliver Moore up in Gainesville. If you all are into bananas, avocados, exotic tropical fruits, get a hold of this guy, Oliver Moore up in Gainesville. He knows his stuff. It's not just a book guy. He plants it and grows it. He's got them all there on his property where he lives. All the purplish green you see here. More of the lab beans. The idea of permaculture, as I understand it, is sustainable living. Well, one of the most important things for sustainable living is food. The more food I can grow here, the more edibles I have here, the less I have to rely on farms in Costa Rica, banana plantations in Colombia, avocado groves in Mexico, almonds or walnuts or whatever in California. That takes energy, that takes fuel, that takes work, that takes cost, it takes resources. Transfer all that food thousands of miles. For example, what you see right here in this little shot right here. I have hibiscus, edible leaves, edible flowers, great in the salads, throw them in the smoothies, and of course the lab hyacinth bean that I've been talking about that originally I thought was scarlet runner beans. Silly man I am sometimes. And I also have plenty of natives mixed in here. I have planted, I've moved in some American beautyberry, the Calicarpa americana. I have got that planted back in here. I have figs growing. There are plenty of figs growing. There are some directly ahead of us right here. I have papaya, which I will show you here shortly. Plenty of papaya that I have growing here. There's some papaya right there. Oh, what did I step on? That wasn't my ankle. That was not my ankle. Oh, sorry about that. Move the camera, that's nasty. And what do we have here? We have they're called cherry guava or strawberry guava. These are nice. Oh. I'm gonna come back out. Take some in for Jan. She'll be mad at me if she doesn't get some of those. Mexican sunflower straight ahead of me. None of that is human edible, as I understand it, but the bees love it, and it's something nice that flowers when there may not be anything else available. Great biomass, fast growers. You can chop and drop. You can cut them down if they're getting out of control and use that for slow release compost, fertilizer, mulching. Mexican sunflower. Anyway, I thought I'd do a quick video as the mosquitoes have decided to infiltrate. Thought I'd do a quick video while we had good lighting. to see some of what our garden looks like. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time. Adios, amigos.